Okay, welcome to today's reading. Today's reading is a collective reading. We are looking at the energies around the upcoming alignment of the Persian royal star of Regulus. Now, that royal star is one of 4 royal stars which were particularly prevalent between 550 and 330 BC. They were what the kings of Persia at the time would use as guides. And the particular star, Regulus, aligns with Archangel Raphael and is seen in the sky between the 22nd and the 25th of August. It is the Watcher of the North. So I've done a pre-shuffle on your cards. These particular cards wanted to show themselves during the pre-shuffle, but I've also been getting lots of messages over the past couple of days while I've been preparing for this particular reading. So I'll go through those messages, but first, if you are new to my channel, welcome. All of my readings are timeless, so if you have stumbled across this reading or been drawn in by the title, there is most likely a message in this reading for you. It may just be one thing that I say. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that we are guided to information that is particularly important to us at a particular stage of our journey. So it doesn't matter whether you watch this reading on the day that's posted or in 5 years' time. If you are returning, welcome back. If you haven't already, please like, share and subscribe. I do post regularly. All of the tarot and oracle decks that I use on my channel are my own designs because as well as being an intuitive tarot reader, I'm also an illustrator. So if you are called to any of those, the link to them to purchase them is in the description box. So I'm going to go through the messages that I received prior to the reading. Last night I had a dream. I was in a pharmacy and I was trying to find something on the shelf, but the lighting in the pharmacy, in the chemist, whatever, I don't know what you'd call it in a different country, the drugstore. So I was in a pharmacy and I was trying to find a little gift for somebody. And the lighting in the store was really, really dimly lit. And I went to the counter and I asked if they could turn up the lighting so that I could see all the little different things on the shelf. And the lady from behind the counter came out and it was somebody that I hadn't seen in 20 years. And she turned the lighting up for me and she said, "Can I help you? What are you looking for?" And I said, "I'm looking for a gift for somebody who's passed away." And she said to me, "Oh, are you buying a gift for my mum?" Now, I didn't know that her mother had passed away. What I'm picking up from that dream is some sort of light is being shone on something that you weren't aware of. Maybe you picked up on it because I was buying a gift for somebody that had passed away, but I wasn't actually sure who it was. So there's some sort of, I don't know, intuitively you're picking up on something, or you've got an inkling that something's happened. Now, it doesn't have to be somebody who's passed away. It could just be something that's happened in your past that you've got I want to say the word sneaky suspicion that there's more than meets the eye. I saw the number 1010. Now that is the 10th of October. That is also the soulmate gateway. Now, soulmates don't have to be love relationships. They can be platonics. You can have soulmates connections with, you can have karmic soulmates, but you can also have soulmate connections with family, with friends. So this links back to something from the past, a connection that you had in the past where perhaps something was told to you about a situation, but it was deceptive about a connection. Now, this reading, honestly, there's so much information that's coming through. It may take me a while to actually connect it. So all I'm doing now is I'm just giving you the bits of information that I am receiving. I was receiving information, obviously, about the North Star, which is Regulus. As I said, that's the 26th to the 27th. Sorry, the 26th to the 27th. Why did I say that? It's actually not. It's the 22nd to the 25th. So the 26 and 27 may actually be relevant to you. And that's of August. That's this month. I kept hearing the word Penn and Teller. Now, I actually don't know much about Penn and Teller at all. I know that they were some sort of comedy duo act. I did a bit of research, but when I research, I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole because it almost streamlines me into, I don't want somebody else's thoughts. I want stuff that comes to me intuitively. One thing that I picked up from Penn and Teller was that they had this external, outward relationship to everybody, but it didn't necessarily it wasn't what was reflected behind the scenes. So it was almost a facade. Whether that's the truth or not, I'm not sure. I'm going to wait for more information to come through, but Penn and Teller may be of relevance to you. I kept hearing the word emerald tablet. Now, I know at some point in the next, I actually think it might be sooner rather than later. I know that the North Star, that Regulus, which is Archangel Raphael, lines up on the 22nd of April, 2026. It lines up directly with the Sphinx in Egypt. And it lines up with the foot of the Sphinx. And underneath the foot of the Sphinx is meant to be what's known as the Emerald Tablet, almost the Akashic Records. There's something about Regulus this month and that alignment in 2026. Now, we are about to go, and actually I'm piecing it together. I'm going to backtrack. The moment we've got Uranus and Neptune playing a big part in the sky. Now, that is psychic gifts. And in March of 2026, March 20 of 2026, which is the spring equinox. And I know we're searching forward, but it is searching forward to come backwards. March 20 of 2026 at sunrise, the moon, Venus, Saturn, Neptune, the sun all come over the horizon of the pyramids in Egypt, specifically where that Sphinx is, and they line up with Uranus and Pluto, and it's the physical manifestation of spiritual ideals. So in January next year, for 18 months, in January next year, the North Node goes into Pisces. Now, Pisces is our spirituality. The whole collective of the planet is about to go through a massive, massive spiritual awakening, potentially activated by Regulus this month and reactivated again because that 18-month period, starting from January next year, and flying over April 22nd, which is where Regulus lines up directly with the Sphinx's foot, which is the Emerald Tablet, and March 20, 2026, all fall into that 18 months of spiritual awakening, North Node of Destiny, the planets, the collective's destined path of spiritual awakening. Now, if you think about that end of that 18 months, which is June 2026, and that March 20 placement, when all of those planets all line up, that is the physical manifestation of spiritual ideals, physical manifestation. So potentially for the next 18 months, collectively, we are working through tapping into our spiritual gifts. And by the end of that 18 months, actually being able to harness them on a physical level. Now, the last time that March 20 placement, the last time all of those planets lined up like that was actually when the Berlin Wall came down on the 9th of November 1989. Some sort of wall to our spirituality that has been up is being torn down. I was also hearing what's next on your spiritual journey. I was hearing Joan of Arc. Now, Joan of Arc was the warrior of light. Things are being revealed to us in that dream. I asked to turn the light on because I couldn't see. And when the light came on and I started speaking to this lady, she revealed something to me from my past, about somebody from my past. And when you think about, somebody dying, death and rebirth. So I'm going to go into, these are the cards that came out first. So we have the Devil. The Devil is number 15. The Devil is Capricorn and Saturn. Saturn is your karmic teacher. Now, oftentimes we think of the devil as something negative, but Saturn in itself as a teacher are the lessons that you have to learn in this lifetime, the lessons that we learn in order to put us on this spiritual journey for this massive crown chakra awakening, this massive spiritual awakening that we're meant to go into collectively. Page of Cups, which is the moon in Pisces. Again, Pisces, where the North Node is headed. What's hidden? What's being lit up? Joan of Arc, the warrior of light. What's being lit up as part of our spiritual awakening? The Judgment card, which is Pluto. Number 20, number 15, and number 20. We're currently in a Pluto and Aquarius transit at the moment. Pluto and Aquarius happens every 250 years. And when we have a Pluto and Aquarius transit, it happens for 20 years. So Pluto stays in a sign for 20 years. And we see big major events like the American Revolution, the French Revolution, huge natural disasters as well, as in volcanoes, earthquakes, shaking things up, shedding light on what was in the dark. Now, this may be for you on a personal level, just shedding light on toxic things in your life. And then you being able to reflect back, make a judgment that maybe that's not how you want to live anymore. Cutting out toxic patterns. This little Page of Cups actually looking into the cup at the reflection of himself. Is that how I want to live? Or it could be something in your life or someone in your life that you are being enlightened to about something, because I then got the card of hidden feelings. Now, I'm not taking this as a romance thing. I just took, the first thing I saw was the word hidden. Something being revealed to you about something toxic in your life. A secret that's being kept. It could have been a secret that's being kept about information about a loved one who's passed away. You know, if we want to take it specifically back to that dream that I had. But it could be some sort of hidden secret that was kept from you. And now judgment is being called on it. The light is being shed on it. Joan of Arc, the warrior of light. The light is being shed on it so that you can cut it out. So then we had the angel number 45. 45 adds up to a 9. Sealia, the God who stirs all men. So this particular angel confounds the wicked and proud, whilst exalting the humiliated and fallen, and governs vegetation. So vegetation is abundance, things that need to grow. Maybe people that you've invested your time and effort in have not been, there's been some sort of deception. Motivation and willpower. And this particular angel is helping you out. Now that something has been, some sort of light has been shed. Now I'm going to go back to Regulus. This particular angel is Raphael. I know we've got Sealia, but I'm just going to look up Raphael. Okay, so Raphael is a protector and a healer, patron saint of travelers, the blind, happy meetings, nurses, physicians, medical workers, matchmakers, Christian marriage, and Catholic studies. Now, this particular card here is the Six of Cups. Now, when you look at the Six of Cups, that's something from your past returning, some sort of piece of information about something that happened in the past that's returning. So I'm going to go back to Regulus, which is the Royal Star of Persia. That's happening on between the 26th, I keep saying that, the 26th. Something about August 26th, or you might be 26. The number 26 may have some significance. 26 adds up to an 8. This 8 is karma, some sort of karmic justice. But let's go back to Regulus, this Persian star that will be in the sky between the 22nd and the 25th. Regulus is the heart of the lion, part of the Leo constellation. He is Mars and Jupiter, and Mars and Jupiter is your crown chakra. So if you think of a spiritual awakening, that is your crown chakra being blown open by this piece of information that's coming towards you. He's known as the prince or the little king, or the heart of the lion, and we are in Leo season, connected to kings, queens, leaders, and high honor and glory. But on the flip side, and I did do a couple of months ago, I did 4 readings about the 4 royal stars of Persia. So you may be interested in those if this reading resonates with you, to go back and watch some of those readings, specifically Regulus, which I think is pile 3 in that particular reading. So it was a pick a card. And I think Regulus is pile 3. So whilst it's connected to the kings, the queens, back in 550 to 330 BC, it was actually quite a feared star by nobility and the kings and queens, because as much as it would elevate people, it was also the star that brought bad omens to people in high power, the devil. Brought judgment to people in high power. It was known as the star of disgrace, deceit, imprisonment, poison, and death. A fall from grace. As I said, it was seen as an omen to royal families, because it was a gateway to people's higher self. So people becoming enlightened to information that was previously hidden. And as I was writing down the notes for all of this, I was hearing the Tower of Babel. Now, on my memory from childhood religion, the Tower of Babel was built almost to try and get up to where God is. So if you think of somebody who's a king or a queen, almost trying to put themselves on the same level as God, and that's not what's meant to happen. And so I think it fell. This particular star, Regulus, is about following your heart, not your ego. And if you do that, it is also the star of forgiveness. So let's get some cards. And we'll see where we go. So the 6 of Cups is that one. So that's something coming back from a judgment that you're making about something... the devil, something toxic coming back from your past. Toxic behavior, toxic person, toxic, a negative. When I think sometimes of the devil, a negative piece of information. Okay, so we have the Empress. Now, I did say this governs vegetation. This angel governs vegetation. When you think of the Empress, you think of abundance, you think of fertility. Number 3 is Venus and Taurus. Now, in that Regulus reading that I did a couple of months ago, unknowingly, the card that I actually chose for the signifier for the reading was Venus in my 888 activation deck. The Empress is Venus. And we've got the King of Cups. The King of Cups is Neptune in Pisces. Again, we've got that Pisces coming through. A piece of information that's coming up from the depths, that's being brought to light, allowing you to nurture something because you now have the information that you need about something from the past that was hidden. Ooh, that card was out. Justice. Wow. Now that card was actually flipped in the deck. So it was meant to be seen, justice. Some sort of justice coming. And as I said, that Regulus, Persian star, on the other side of it, on the devil side of it, disgrace, deceit, imprisonment, poison, and death. Some sort of justice, because a piece of information is coming to light. What else? 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is a celebration. It's a path. The 4 of Wands is Venus in Aries. A path that you were traveling down based on incorrect information, but now you've gotten the right information. You can then make a detour because something's come to light. Something's come to light. And as I said before, in that dream, when I asked the lady to turn the lights on a bit more because I couldn't see, she asked me, what are you looking for? And I said, I'm buying something for somebody who's passed away. So I already had an inkling about what I was looking for. And in the dream, I don't know who I was buying it for. And she said to me, oh, are you buying something for my mum? She's just passed away. So it's something that you're already picking up on, but maybe you didn't have enough information to make a decision because the truth was hidden. But this is giving you the motivation and willpower now to nurture, with the Empress here, to nurture this decision. And when I think about, and actually this was coming through before the reading, I was thinking about Simba from The Lion King. And I think it actually came up in that Regulus reading that I did. Simba from The Lion King was told by Scar, his uncle, that he was the one who'd killed his father, that Simba had killed his father. And so he ran away because he felt like he'd done the wrong thing and he couldn't face anybody around him. And then it came to light that it wasn't him at all. It was actually Scar who'd killed his father. And so he could come back. And Regulus is the heart, well, the little king, the heart of the lion. He could come back because he'd had that crown chakra awakening. If I think of the Berlin Wall, which is an alignment in 18 months' time, as we go through this big Pisces North Node transit, building up that courage to actually take that wall down, something that was stopping you potentially from making a judgment call on a situation because you didn't have all the information. It's justice here. There's justice. You're getting spiritual information about whatever this is. And that spiritual information, and it takes a while. As you open up your spiritual gifts, you do second guess yourself because you have to rely on your intuition, on that information that's coming to you. You have to nurture your intuition with the Empress card here. And that's often hard to do. King of Cups, as I said, is Neptune in Pisces. You've been potentially getting information about whatever the situation is for a very, very long time. Neptune is what's down at the depths, but you've been holding it back or keeping it pushed down. Maybe you didn't believe in it. Maybe allowing it to be real means that you have to confront some sort of devil energy in your life, call judgment on some sort of devil energy in your life. Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. So the Queen of Pentacles is Uranus in Virgo. Uranus, I didn't say before, Uranus is the planet of earthquakes, a spiritual earthquake. Uranus in Virgo, well, the Queen of Pentacles is single, independent, and free. If I think of Simba, the information that had been told to him was almost keeping him trapped. Well, it was keeping him trapped. He knew who he was. He was the little king, but he couldn't be that little king because of some sort of mystery, something that was hidden. Regulus is Mars and Jupiter, which is the crown chakra. But whatever it is coming to light in divine timing. We've got the Temperance card here, Sagittarius and Jupiter. Divine timing, bringing this to light so that you can untangle yourself from whatever it is that, a piece of information. Look at that. So we've got the Six of Swords, which is Mercury in Aquarius. That is moving on to calmer waters. And we've got the Devil again. We have the Devil up here. Being able to move away from something that's kept you trapped. The Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is Jupiter in Libra, and the Eight of Pentacles is the Sun in Virgo. And all I see on this card is that big kind of sledgehammer on the top. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is somebody putting in the hard work. Perhaps this big dong on your head, that recognition, this is you know, the light bulb coming on, the spiritual timeout that you have after the Three of Swords. And Three of Swords is heartbreak. That realization that what you thought had happened in this situation was actually false. Disgrace, deceit, imprisonment, poison, and death. Fall from grace. Two devils here. Disappointment is the Four of Cups. So we've got 3 4s here. You're protected. 4 4 4. This person, fall from grace, is not. If somebody's hidden something from you, and yes, it might be part of the spiritual journey that you need to tap into your intuition to access those gifts, is what I want to say. Knight of Cups on the bottom. Like, everything we have to learn. So you have to go through something bad or something unpleasant in order to, I want to use the word activate, in order to activate those gifts. And with the Justice card here, it could be something legal, a truth hidden in a lie is what I want to say. The Knight of Cups here is the Moon in Scorpio. Moon is what's hidden and Scorpio is a transformation. Interesting. Let's have a look. The Empress, the Devil, and the Six of Swords. Anything else? Oh, yeah. Okay, so the Two of Swords is the Moon in Libra. It's what's hidden from you. The Hierophant, some sort of contract that you had with the man upstairs that you were meant to learn this particular lesson, this particular way, in order to activate your spiritual gifts. The Hierophant is also a soul contract that you have with whoever has hidden this information from you. And the Ten of Cups on the bottom. Now the Ten of Cups is Mars in Pisces. Again, we go back to that spirituality. Because Pisces is spirituality. But the Ten of Cups is what is your emotional wish fulfillment? But in those 3 cards here, part of activating your spiritual gifts is that there was some deception about I want to say misleading. There was something misleading about information that you received about something. Something hidden. Yeah, we got the Justice card again. Now, if you noticed, it came out upside down. Justice. The justice in this situation is hidden because you have to work it out yourself by tapping in to your crown chakra, by going through whatever heartache this is. And as you crack open your crown chakra, this spiritual awakening that you're having, as you crack it open, you get the justice. Because, and I've said this before in previous readings, something that has you bound, and whether it is a person, as I said, the dark side of Regulus is disgrace, deceit, imprisonment, poison, and death. The dark side of Regulus is ego. People who make decisions based on ego that then affect everybody else around them. So you think of Scar from The Lion King. But the pure innocent side of Regulus is the heart of the lion, the little king. It's Simba, who has to go through that pain of being pushed away in order to get courage and come back to take somebody on, to get the justice. Justice after disappointment. Yeah, 10 of Wands is the heavy burdens that he had to carry as that little lion, thinking that he had killed his father. Regulus, the gateway to our higher self. Tower of Babel, something's coming crashing down. Evolution of the soul on the bottom. Now, this is my Divine Messages Oracle. Let's get some messages from your guides, your ancestors, about this particular situation. Be confident. And I was going to say it before, and I should have. What I was thinking was, Simba, I'm pretty sure that he got the confidence with his 2 little buddies, Pumbaa and I can't remember the other guy. He got the confidence to come back and challenge his uncle before he actually knew what had happened. Like I said before, in that dream, an inkling. Would actually be interesting to, because I know in that movie, I know he was lying on the ground looking up at the sky. I wonder which constellations he was looking at. I can't remember. I haven't watched that movie in years. He actually, be confident. That's the lion. Karmic cycle. Part of this lesson that you were meant to be in. In order to activate these spiritual gifts, release control, perfectly blind, some things are meant to be hidden. He wasn't meant to know. He wasn't meant to know that he hadn't killed his father. Because if he had have known that, if he had have known that there was a devil in his midst that whole time, he would never have activated his spiritual gifts. He would never have activated his little king, his heart of the lion. Serendipity, meant to happen. Motivation and willpower. Partnership. And hidden things that are done in the dark. He wasn't meant to know. A bit like Joan of Arc. She just had to trust her instincts, her intuitive spiritual gifts. When she went to the King of France and said, I'm meant to lead this country to victory. She had to have that internal trust. Frustration on the bottom. And as I said before, it does take a while to be able to trust your intuition. You can trust your intuition on a personal level and not actually say anything to anybody. You can know that you are on point in terms of what is going on in your life and how you pick up on things. But it's another thing to actually step into the power of it. Let's have a look at what angel is walking with you. 63, Annual, travel, business, banking, and commerce. Now, take these as they resonate. Could be something that you're dealing with. Gabriel. Gabriel, divine messages and revelations. Now, we did have, I think somewhere here, 8 of Pentacles. Did we have the 9 of Pentacles? No, we didn't. Gabriel is the messenger who came to Mary and told her that she was going to have a baby and that baby would be Jesus. You might be getting messages in your dreams. Success. Actually, Raphael, Archangel Michael, and Gabriel, I think. You had seen it somewhere. Okay, it is. So Raphael, which is the archangel that is attributed to this Regulus Persian star. Raphael, Michael, and Gabriel are all celebrated on the 29th of September. So there's a link there between these 3 angels. You might get some information on the 29th of September. Or that date may be relevant to you. Number 4, Elamia, travel and mental illness. We've got travel twice here. And a spiritual journey. There you go. That's why. This is a spiritual journey that you're on. One more. Thank you. Wow. Uriel. L, God is my light, transformation. You are on a spiritual journey that is breaking open your crown chakra with whatever it is, whatever piece of information this is that's coming to light. L, God is my light. Joan of Arc, warrior of light. Gabriel, divine revelations, information that's coming to you. As I said, that information, and when I got up this morning, I said to my daughter, I think my friend's mother has passed away. And I explained the dream I'd had. And it was almost like a message was coming to me in my dream about somebody who'd passed away. You might be getting messages in your dreams. My suggestion to you is keep a notepad and pen beside your bed or even your phone beside your bed. And as soon as you wake up, write down whatever you remember from your dream. It might have some sort of importance to information that's trying to come to you. 15, morality. Now 15 is also the devil. So we've got 3 devils, 15, and we had 2 devil cards in the tarot. Something toxic, some sort of devil energy in your life, some sort of lie, some sort of immorality. As I said, disgrace, deceit, imprisonment, poison, and death, a fall from grace. Perhaps somebody in and around you falls from grace. And I forgot to say, so when I was doing my pre-shuffle, I just had my songs on random shuffle. This actually came out in a reading the other day. I just had my songs on random shuffle, and prior to putting them on random shuffle, I ask if there's any more information that I need to know before I do the reading. And it was weird because I've never heard this song. I didn't even realize it was on my playlist. It was Liquor Lip Loaded Fun by Sticky Fingers. Now, if you think of somebody who's got liquor lips, and I'm talking about liquor as in alcohol, somebody that gets a bit too drunk, has one too many drinks, and reveals something that they weren't meant to, or that was incriminating to them. The other song I got was If You Don't Love Me, Why Do You Care by Kovic. Now, I don't know where that song fits in, but part of the lyrics of that song were knowing somebody doesn't want to be with you, but they still keep you trapped. So if you think of that devil energy, somebody keeping you trapped. And again, disgrace, deceit, imprisonment, poison, death. Maybe you know something about somebody. Maybe you know something about somebody's morality. Hidden things that are done in the dark. Spiritual journey, success, travel. I'm just trying to piece this together. Business, banking, and commerce. Maybe you know something about somebody's business dealings. Moon in Libra, things that are hidden. The Hierophant can be religious institutions. It can be and there's a wasp that's just caught my eye. There's a wasp building a nest out on my veranda. Somebody knows that you've got an inkling about something that they've done, which is immoral. And you've been keeping it to yourself. 2 justice cards here. Ten of Cups, something that looks good on the outside but isn't. Moon in Libra, it's hidden. Just looking at these cards again. Judgment, divine message and revelations. That song though, Liquor Lip Loaded Fun. Somebody's going to snooker themselves. I'm just looking at another piece of paper I've got on a table from the reading that I did ages and ages ago. Behind That Locked Door by George Harrison. Behind that locked door. There's some sort of piece of information here that has been locked away and you know about it and it's coming to light. Maybe you'll be blamed for it coming to light. But in actual fact, this person who's potentially keeping you trapped because you know this piece of information will actually, with this regular star, the 22nd to the 25th of August. And I think that that's what happened in The Lion King. Scar actually revealed the information himself. Did he? Snookered himself. And I think here the lesson for you is, well, unless you're being intuitively guided to reveal this piece of information, and I was stumbling on my words there, Unless you're being intuitively guided to reveal this information, you were part of this particular lesson that many people would, because when you think about a lesson, there's both sides of it. You learn one thing, the other person learns the other. You were just meant to be part of this lesson, a component of this lesson. Somebody else, and I actually think that it's this devil character here, because of their ego and pride, they will actually snooker themselves. Okay, let's get a card. Interesting. Moon, justice, justice. We've got two justice here. We are too many cards. This is my Moon Oracle deck. Now, this Knight of Cups, which is the Moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is transformation. That's my card. I'm a Moon in Scorpio. Maybe there's information in this reading that I am meant to reveal to you. Confirming, and that's what a tarot reading is. A tarot reading is meant to confirm things to you that you were already picking up on intuitively, that you already had an inkling about, like in that dream. I went in there looking for a gift about, for somebody who'd passed away, but I didn't know who it was until the lady said, I had already intuitively been picking up on. So when you come to a reading, you're intuitively picking up on things. And it's why you are guided to certain readings. If something pops up in your feed multiple times, it's your guide saying, there's something in here that we need you to listen to, because we know that you're picking up on it, but this will just add as confirmation for you. That Knight of Cups, Moon in Moon in Scorpio, that's me. I'm meant to be giving you clarification, confirmation of things that you are intuitively picking up on as part of this spiritual journey that you are on, that we are all on collectively, that has started now, potentially being activated by Regulus on the 22nd to the 25th. This crown chakra activation in this lead in to the North Node going into Pisces, which is spirituality, in January next year. So what have we got? New moon alert, changes on the horizon. Judgment is coming. When the moon waxes crescent, it's your cue to set fresh goals and dreams. I'm going to get one more. I knew it was going to come out. I was thinking of it. Void of course moon, brace for no outcome. Now, that card has been coming out quite regularly, and I was like, what is that? What does that mean? Void of course moon. The void of course moon, brace for no outcome, is the in-between. So it is when the moon is in a phase, it's just left or it's leaving, that the last final bits of leaving one sign. So, sometimes you get the moon in Aquarius or the moon in Capricorn or the moon in Libra. So it's just leaving one sign, but it hasn't quite yet flicked over into the other sign, into the next sign. Brace for no outcome, because that card kept coming out and I was like, well, that's not, people want to know, but it's the in-between. It's the silence, it's the stillness. It's that last minute before midnight when today has finished, but it's not yet tomorrow. And in that stillness is where you get this piece of wisdom. Divine messages and revelations. You've got to be still for it though. You've got to not be frustrated and wanting to jump ahead, because there's something here that you're meant to get as part of your spiritual awakening. And it's over success. As part of your spiritual journey. That's actually very cool. And I'm so glad that that card popped out. Okay, so we've got the Nodes of Destiny deck. Now, currently, so the nodes sit in the North Node sits in a sign for 18 months, as does the South Node. And then every 18 months, they shift. So currently, the North Node is in Aries and the South Node is in Libra. Aries is self, and the axis between Aries and Libra is North Node is what you're moving towards, and South Node is what you are releasing. Moving towards self, releasing Libra is others. Releasing this relationship with whoever this person is, this karmic lesson that you're meant to be learning. The number 8, which is this month, we've got the 888 portal, which is karmic abundance, karmic rewards, this loop that you've been in, potentially with whoever this is, and it's being released. You're getting the understanding that it's being released with this crown chakra opening through this royal Persian star of Regulus, because it's pushing you, Aries, Aries is the individual, pushing you forwards on this journey towards spiritual enlightenment, self-enlightenment. Let's have a look at what cards want to come out. And a big butterfly's just flown past. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to take those because that's too many. A butterfly is transformation. One, that's a south node, that's what you are releasing, and that is too many. I find when I switch off, they all just fly everywhere. I need to kind of be a bit more controlled. There we go. North node in Taurus. Okay, so we've got North Node in Taurus. This could be your placement, or there could be just something within this message that pertains to something that you are going through. North Node in Taurus. People with their North Node in Taurus are in for a a thrilling journey towards liberation, dancing to their own beat in life's grand circus. These Taurus North Noders might find that breaking out of their cozy bubble and setting some boundaries with their loved ones is the key to unlocking their inner superheroes. So this is about going on your own spiritual journey. Not a journey that others think that you should be going on. Tapping into your own intuition and following that intuition on your own spiritual journey. Doing what aligns with you spiritually. And that could mean something like huge in this Pluto and Aquarius transit. A change in religion. A change in social settings. A change in big relationships in your life. A change in your workplace. Dropping away the things that no longer align with who you are as a person, because your intuition is telling you that it doesn't feel good anymore. South Node in the 4th house, this is what you are releasing. South Node kicking back in the 4th house, breaking away from the cozy family nest might be tough, but it's time to spread those wings, break free from relying on others, and chase after your unique life mission. It's like our spiritual snuggly spot, what we got to let go of to blossom into our best selves. And part of this breaking free is whatever this piece of information that is coming in that sheds light on something deceptive from your past, pulls down the tower of where you have built your life, the foundations that you have built your life on. The Tower of Babel pulls down the foundations of what you have built your life on, so that you can intuitively start building a new tower on what you're spiritually being guided to. That's what that's saying. Wow, okay. Now, I'm going to get mainly love songs in here, but let's just see if there's something else. A song, this is my love songs deck. When I look at songs, it can be the lyric of the song, it can be the name of the song, it can be the name of the artist. It can also be a movie or a series that song is related to. This is all about tapping into your intuition. I think, and I said in a reading yesterday, I've been getting the song Open Your Eyes. It's been coming through for years and years and years and years, and I've looked over the lyrics and all that sort of stuff so many times. And then it dawned on me yesterday that it's connected to the series The Office, which for me is my guide saying to me that there's information in that series. Is it Pam? And there's a love story within that series, and I'll probably do a reading on it. There's a love story within that series where that song plays. It's about different ways of tapping into your intuition and different ways that your guides give you information. So let's have a look. If there's there we go. If there's a song. Okay. Now you take this song as it resonates. So, Jealous, Nick Jonas and Tinashe. I'm going to read the lyrics. I turn my cheer music up and I'm puffing my chest and I'm getting red in the face. You can call me obsessed. It's not your fault that they hover. I mean no disrespect. It's my right to be hellish. I still get jealous. Now, how this aligns with this, I mean, I can think of Scar. Scar was jealous of Simba, and so he pushed him out of the way because he wanted to be king. There could be something in the music video of this. It could be something within the lyrics of this that resonate with you. It's going to resonate different for everybody. If you're being called to that song, could be just, I mean, your name could be Nick or Tinashe. You could have a devil-like energy in your life whose ego gets hurt. As I said, follow your heart, not your ego. Whose ego gets hurt when you get more attention than them. And so they've done something deceptive, which is now coming to light. A whole host of things. That song may, and I don't know, it may have been used in some sort of movie or series, and there might be something in there. If that song keeps popping up, if you hear it randomly on the radio, if it pops up in your playlist, now that you've seen this reading, it's your guide's way of saying you need to look further into that song because there is a hidden Gabriel divine message, a hidden message in that for you. Your guides are talking to you all the time. All the time. Could be something on the side of a bus that you see. Honestly, they're talking to you all the time. Now, this is my love messages deck. If it's a relationship that we're talking about here, take that message from here. Otherwise, I'm just looking at messages from your higher self. What does your higher self want to tell you about this situation? And again, just tell me the truth. Intuitively, you're searching for the truth on something that you are already, as I said, intuitively picking up on. Your higher self is saying, open up your crown chakra, open up your mind to the information that's coming to you about this situation. They're trying to tell you the truth. They're trying to give you the information. Your higher self is trying to tell you boundaries. Potentially you're blocking that information that's coming in. And that's normal. As I said, that Pisces North Node is there for 18 months. It's not like you wake up one day and you have this massive influx of all this information. It is, it's like a dance, I think, with your higher self and your guides. It's learning how information comes through. And that is why I always put my songs on random shuffle. Releasing that control of wanting information to come into you a certain way and allowing it to come in organically. That frustration there. Now, what did I get? Be clear. Tell me what you want. Allowing your guides to give you the information. And you might want it earlier than you need to receive it. We did have that. Release control, perfectly blind. Some things are meant to be hidden. Sometimes information is not meant to come to you when you think you need it. It's meant to come to you a bit further on because there's some other lesson that you need to learn in the interim before that piece of the puzzle comes into you. I don't want to listen to other people anymore. You actually just need to listen to yourself, to your own intuition. I'm going to get one more. Yeah, look at that. We're in partnership with ourselves. I think I found the one. You're in partnership with yourselves. I love you. And I know exactly how you feel when you look at me with those eyes. Now, they may be love messages, but that is... Where is he? This little guy. He was here. Little cup. Looking at himself in the mirror, tapping into his own intuition. I know exactly how you feel when you look at me with those eyes. Trusting the guidance that you are being given. Trusting your higher self, trusting your intuition, trusting your guides. I couldn't tell you the truth. Sometimes that truth can't come to you unless you release the control. Release the control, perfectly blind. Unless you release the control and just accept that whatever is coming to you is for your highest good. And that it's coming to you at the point of time where it is relevant. That's really lovely. Okay, finally, I'm going to get, in here is Scrabble tiles. letters and numbers on here. I'm just going to call them out. Could be your first, middle, last initial. Could be that of somebody that you are dealing with, perhaps this devil-like energy. Could be confirmation of messages that you are already picking up on. As I said, messages come, music, on the sides of buses. I often get messages on the sides of buses. I'll be thinking about something while I'm driving in the car, and I think, is that just my brain being in 3D land, or should I actually be intuitively getting this message? And then I look up, and what I'm thinking about is written on the side of the bus, and I'm like, no, that's my intuition. And it's not like your guides made that bus drive past you. Potentially that bus has been driving around with that message on the side of it for months. What your guides, I believe, do is they give you the nudge while you're driving to look up so that you see that message on the side of the bus. Same with number plates, all the time. All the time. At the moment, I'm seeing 888 number plates, which is the 888 portal. Now, if that sort of stuff, that karmic cycle, what's happening, this karmic abundance that's happening this year in this very special 888 year aligns with you, I've just done a big set of 8 readings as part of the 888 portal, which is the 8th of August, 2024. I'm seeing 888 everywhere at the moment on number plates. Those sorts of little things, your guides just giving you the nudge to look up. Messages everywhere, but you're just being given a little nudge. So there could be something in here about something that you are already picking up on. Okay, let's go. So we've got a B and a 3, an N and a 1, a C and a 3, a J and an 8, a G and a 2, an F and a 4, a V and a 4, a K and a 5, a T and a 1, an O and a 1, an L and a 1, an R and a 1. Are you listening is what I just heard. Are you and a 1? Are you listening to your guides? Are you listening to your intuition? Rum, a 3, and an M. As I said before, that song, Liquor Lip Loaded Fun. Rum. For some of you, this information is going to come out through the mouth of somebody who's had one too many drinks. E and a 1. A W and a 4. A D and a 2. Ooh, what I just thought of then was somebody who was, excessively drinking and ends up throwing up and has no recollection of any of the conversations that they had. So they're unaware that they have divulged a secret that they've been keeping hidden. An X and an 8. An I, so number 6, an I and a 1. A H and a 4, an S and a 1, a P, HSP, it's a kebab. I don't know if that's any other, HSP is a kebab. We used to go for kebabs after a big night out. A bit like in England, when I lived in England, everybody would go out after and have a big curry. Well, in Australia, you go for a kebab. HSP, a Q and a 10. Maybe somebody's going to spill the beans over a curry or a kebab with their liquor-lipped loaded fun. A Q and an A, question and answer. You're going to get an answer. Question and answer. The answers are coming to you. This has been a really, really interesting reading. Thank you so much for letting me read your energy. I hope that there was messages in here that, as I said before, tapped into things that you are already picking up on intuitively. As I said, if this reading did resonate with you, go back and have a look at the Royal Stars of Persia reading. I'll actually link it in the description. The Royal Stars of Persia reading, I'm pretty sure that Regulus was pile 3. In that reading. There may be more information in there for you. And I can't remember the other reading that I talked about as I'm editing. If I remember, I'll pop it in the description as well. But thank you again for letting me read your energy. I've really enjoyed this reading, a little different from what I normally pick up on. If it did resonate with you, give the reading a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I do post regularly. If you are interested in any of my tarot and oracle decks, the links to those can be found in the description box. I wish you a lovely rest of the day, and hopefully I will see you again in another reading.